about it, fellas. Feast your eyes on this. This is the quintessential, the epitome of what a Harley-Davidson should look like. If you close your eyes and think classic Harley-Davidson, this is what you should see in your mind's eye. They don't make these anymore. Harley-Davidson discontinued this model. It's highly collectible. A lot of these are getting shipped overseas. They're very popular, even in Japan and overseas, and for good reason. The deeply balanced fenders. Let's start at the front end. The Springer front fork, it actually works really good. They ride really nice, and they're very, very solid. But the look that you get with the Springer front end is like no other. The massive 16-inch chrome spoke wheel, the deeply balanced fender. This is the Heritage Springer. The Heritage Springer came with these bags, right? This is not aftermarket, guys. This is the original 25-year-old saddle. This bike will be 26 years old next year. The original saddlebags, they're in excellent condition. It even has the original exhaust system on it. As far as I can tell, this bike is 100% original, right down to the paint job. Obviously, the tires and brakes and things like that have been changed, but the handlebars, the running lights, the floorboards, everything's original on this bike. No evidence of any crash damage. The paint still looks beautiful on it. Has a really nice shine, as you can see in the picture. The chrome on the cylinder heads is still intact. No leaking. This bike has been in the museum, in the New England Motorcycle Museum, for a couple of years on display. We're moving a bunch of bikes around in the museum and changing some of our inventory, so this one's coming up for sale. But this is a museum piece. It's been on display in the museum. Make no mistake, it's ready to ride front to back. It's been gone through by the techs here at Kaplan Cycles. But look at the fit and finish on it. It's pretty remarkably good condition for a 25-year-old classic. The chrome on the primary shows no evidence of any scratching. Still looks really good. The wrinkled black finish on the engine still in excellent condition. The paint job on this side of the tank still looks really good. No dings or dents on the tank. The front fender looks perfectly straight. I don't see any damage on the front fender. The original saddle's in really good condition. Has a little bit of patina on it, as you'd expect for a 25-year-old leather item. A couple little patina spots up here on the front. The original chrome backrest is in good shape. The bags are in nice shape. The pipes are in nice shape. It runs and rides like a brand new motorcycle, which is remarkable. The tires have been replaced. It's got the Avon fat black tires on it. 16-inch super smooth riding tires. The bike's just been completely serviced. The front brakes have just been done. Brand new brake pads in the front. They flushed the brake fluid and bled the brakes and put new brake pads on the front. The rear brakes were done at the same time. I got the receipt for that. It's been given a full service. All the fluids have been changed. The engine oil is fresh. The primary chain case oil has just been changed. The tranny fluid's just been changed. You can see it has a new chrome oil filter on it. It's got brand new spark plugs in it. The tank was flushed and cleaned, and it's got VP ethanol-free fuel on it. The carb was completely dismantled and rebuilt. It has a replacement air filter on it also. The original factory 80 cubic inch Heritage Springer air filter is still on it. You see where it says Heritage Springer right there? The original backing plate is on it. It hasn't been monkeyed around or fettered with at all. The intake and exhaust is 100% stock original on this, and that's really the hallmark of a classic Harley, is the originality, and this is about as original as they come. The floorboards, we replaced the rubbers on the floorboards. Those are new. That's a wear item. We replaced the handlebar grips. That's a wear item. The brake pads are all done. As you can see, that the rear tires got 85% tread on it, maybe more. It's in good condition, really good condition. The front tires got at least 80% tread on it also. The work order also includes a full, what we call in here at the museum, we call a rotisserie detail. The bike was steam cleaned, degreased, hand washed, cleaned, polished all the chrome, all the aluminum, polished the frame. The engine was steam cleaned, hand washed. All the chrome was polished on the motor. The swing arm, the calipers, everything, the saddles. The saddle was treated with the, what was the leather treatment that you used on it, Ronnie?
Lexol.
Lexol leather treatment on the bags. Tires were cleaned, buffed and polished. The fuel tank and the fenders, front and rear, were buffed and polished. You can see the original paint is in remarkably good condition on this bike, guys. Original factory quality Harley-Davidson paint. So again, all the services were done. It needs nothing. It's ready to go. I think I pretty covered. Oh, they also did the intake gaskets on it when he had the carb off. Rebuilt the carburetor, the Carb Rebuild Kit, new air filter, and intake gaskets. That pretty much summarizes the work that was done to it. As far as any issues the bike has right now, it's missing this lens right here. I just noticed this when we took it. I don't know if somebody stole it out of it when it was in the museum or not, but and we had 10,000 people, a year coming through the museum, so who knows? That's missing. That's probably a $5-10 clear, what do you call it, lens. I also noticed that when we did the inspection, we checked all the lights, everything works great, except for this light bulb is out. You can see it's actually burned out. See that light bulb right there? Zoom in. So it needs a light bulb, and it needs that thing on, that little lens, and the horn doesn't work. I'm not sure why the horn's inoperative, but bikes, everything else has been done on it. We could order this lens and fix that before it ships. Just be parts and labor to do it, time and materials. But we're selling the bike as is, so if you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Look at the quality of the Springer, the metals, and it's just absolutely screams made in America, classic, and integrity. You know, this bike's 25 years old. We'll all be dead and gone. This bike will still look just like it does. I've seen Harleys. My friend Al just pulled one of these old 1930 Springers. He called it the river bike. I don't know why he called it. I mean, it looked like he dragged it out of a river. It was covered in rust, but it ran like a dime. These things run forever. They're very simple bikes. You don't see Harley-Davidsons in the junkyard ever because they're totally rebuildable and all the components are reusable, and they usually have an engine. Like this Evolution motor here is probably the most reliable Harley-Davidson motor ever made, bar none. Single cam, understressed, 1340 cc's, much more metal on the cylinder in the engine cases than you'd get in like a 110 or a 117, so it dissipates the heat much better. I've got friends that have the exact same model, an earlier one from the late 80s, a Heritage Softail. He's put over 200,000 miles on the motor and it still runs like new. And he hasn't replaced any of the internal engine parts, he just replaced the gaskets. Speaking of which, the gaskets have been done on this, the primary gaskets, the head and base gaskets have been done previously, and they don't leak at all. The engine doesn't leak. So, and it runs like a dime. Let me demonstrate. These are a lot of fun to ride. I was telling Billy, Bill Blythe, our five-time Isle of Man, former factory racer that works here and helps me with a lot of the videos. I was telling him I like to ride these Heritages, and look at all the chrome right here. I like to ride with my peripheral vision and just watch the world go by, reflecting crazily off of these big chrome headlights. I mean, look at that. You can see the building. It's just awesome watching the clouds on it. And guys, this is it. It doesn't get any better than this as far as styling goes. Classic Harley-Davidson styling. Listen to the rumble. It's awesome. Idles beautifully. Do a drive-by. Do a couple drive-bys. I'll stop back. We'll wrap it up. Do a quick riding demo. Guys, the engine, the clutch, the transmission, the brakes, everything performs flawlessly on this bike, like a new motorcycle. Just speaks volumes to the Look at the toolbox on the side right here. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, just speaks volumes to the quality of the Harley-Davidson product. It's just designed to last for generations. So it's a timeless classic. Definitely an investment quality classic. I can't think of a better Harley-Davidson product to invest in for the long haul than a Heritage Springer. They're built for the long haul. The Evolution motor is completely proven product. Parts are readily available. Not that you'll need any. This is a get on and go kind of bike. We can ship this bike anywhere in the world for you. Give us a call, 860-454-7024. We can also provide financing on it if you need financing. Like I said, in-house financing, shipping, whatever you need. And if you wanted to leave it here, this is one of the few bikes we're selling that I'd want to keep in the museum if you want to leave it on display. It has been in the Harley-Davidson section of the New England Motorcycle Museum for a couple years now. We are rotating some inventory. We got some new stuff coming in, so we're making room and coming up with some funds to keep the museum going. So if you have any questions, give me a call, 860-454-7024. I'm going to put this back up in the museum. I'm going to ride out. Give me a call. Thanks for watching. God bless America. I can't think of a better bike that represents God bless America and God bless Harley-Davidson.
Oh, yeah.
Than a Springer. Heritage Springer. Epitome of classic Harley-Davidson style. Don't get no better than this.
God bless America. Y'all know the deal.